Broad hint tonight that Governor Christie actually does intend to run for president.
And here's that hint. His wife resigned from her high-paying job at a Wall Street investment firm. CBS 2 political reporter Marcia Kramer joins us now with this development. Marcia.
Well, there are a number of ways you can look at Mary Pat Christie's decision to quit her job. One might be that if Governor Christie does throw his hat in the ring, he doesn't want to be considered a one-percenter. You see, Mrs. Christie is the family's major breadwinner. She makes about 3 times what he does.
I've come to New Hampshire today to talk about the challenges that we're facing as a country. Through its unwillingness to address our biggest challenges in an honest way, the Obama administration has put us on a perilous course for both our short-term and our long-term futures.
Chris Christie was in Manchester, New Hampshire last week, testing the waters for a possible presidential run when he got into a bit of hot water. He told a local newspaper that he and his wife are not wealthy, even though the family reported income on their 2014 tax returns of around $700,000, which puts them squarely in the top 1%. Most of that, about $500,000, was earned by Mary Pat Christie. Why could that be such a big deal?
The wealthiest among us don't need this benefit.
Because a potential Christie presidential campaign would be pitched to middle America, not rich people. One of his proposals is to phase out Social Security benefits for those who earn more than $80,000 a year. So after returning from New Hampshire, Mrs. Christie decided to quit her job. The formal statement from the governor's office said, Mrs. Christie has decided to take a hiatus from her work in the finance world to spend more time with her family and young children. Interesting, because last week in New Hampshire, Mrs. Christie told NBC she hadn't made up her mind whether to quit.
I'm not sure what I'm going to do.
And the governor said,
it would be a big sacrifice to ask for from her, and it wouldn't be a requirement from my perspective.
Well, the governor's spokesman would not answer questions about why Mrs. Christie made the decision, but what it means is that the family will have to live on the governor's $175,000 salary, which still puts them in a pretty high tier. The median income in New Jersey between 2009 and 2013 was about $72,000 a year. Maurice and Christine?
To spend more time with the family.
To spend more time with the family. And also, she campaigns with him, so we also give her more time to go from Iowa to New Hampshire to Ohio,
South Carolina.
This could be a surprise, though, to some of our viewers that didn't even know she worked, and that she had such a great job.
She's got a very, very high-pressure job, and she's really good at it.
Absolutely. Smart woman. Thank you, Marcia.